Welcome back to English with Raju Soni. Today we are diving into another Dawn editorial to learn advanced vocabulary and expression. Let's start. The title of the editorial is BoP Agenda. Donald Trump's Board of Peace is due to meet in Washington next week with Pakistan among other Muslim states scheduled to attend. Due to meet means expected or planned to meet. It shows future arrangement. Scheduled to meet means officially planned to be present. Scheduled is the past participle of schedule, and it is used here as an adjective. The editorial says, as per the meeting's reported agenda, it will examine the Gaza situation while also discussing the BOP's mandate and structure. As per means according to, and agenda means the list of topics. Mandate means official authority or responsibility giving to an organization. For example, a court has the mandate to interpret law, and a structure means organizational design or framework. So the BOP, the Board of Peace, will examine Gaza and discuss its authority and organizational framework. However, unless concrete proposals to stop the continuing Israeli violence in the occupied territories and hold the Zionist state to account for the atrocities it has committed in Gaza emerge, the meeting may prove to be nothing more than a photo op. This is a complex conditional sentence. Unless introduces a negative condition, it means if not. Concrete means practical, specific, real, not vague. The phrase hold the Zionist state to account means hold responsible. Account for in this context of the editorial means explain or take responsibility for actions. Atrocities is a very common word. It means extremely cruel acts, brutal crimes. And photo op means photo opportunity, an event arranged mainly for publicity. The writer is saying without real proposals, this meeting will be pointless publicity. The situation in the West Bank is critical. While new evidence has emerged of barbaric methods used by Israel in the Strip during its bloodthirsty campaign. Barbaric means savage, extremely cruel. Bloodthirsty means eager for violence. Notice has emerged. This is the present perfect tense. It connects past discovery to present relevance. Tel Aviv must be made to answer for these crimes if the BOP is to be taken seriously. Be made to answer. This fraction is passive causative. It means forced to respond. If the BOP is to be taken seriously, this is the very formal structure, and it means if it wants to be respected. Tel Aviv must be made to answer for these crimes if the BOP is to be taken seriously. Regarding the West Bank, the Israeli cabinet has recently passed new regulations that allow settlers to buy land in the occupied territory, a clear violation of the international law. Has passed. The Israeli cabinet has passed. This is the present perfect tense again. A clear violation, a strong evaluative phrase is used here. As the UN Rights Chief has put it, these moves will lead to rendering a viable Palestinian state impossible. Put it means expressed it. This is the phrasal verb. Rendering means causing to become, and viable means capable of existing or surviving successfully. Rendering a viable state impossible means making a successful Palestinian state impossible. But that is what Tel Aviv appears determined to do. Determined means firmly decided. Meanwhile, several Muslim states, including Pakistan, have also slammed continued Israeli expansionist policies in the West Bank. Slammed means strongly criticized. Expansionist means aiming to expand territory. Separately, an Al Jazeera investigation has revealed that Israel used monstrous weapons in Gaza that may have left no trace of their victims. Monstrous means shockingly cruel. May have left is the model perfect structure, which is showing possibility in the past. The internationally banned thermal and thermobaric weapons were used to evaporate nearly 3,000 Palestinians. Thermal weapons relate to heat, thermobaric weapons create extreme heat and pressure. Evaporate is in the quotation marks and it is used metaphorically here. These weapons generate unbearable temperature. Generate means to produce. It is shocking that the Israelis, whose forefathers perished in Nazi gas chambers, are now using similarly horrific methods. Horrific means terrifying, extremely disturbing. Notice the relative clause here. Whose forefathers perished. This aids historical reference to the sentence. In the light of these facts, the Muslim bloc at the upcoming BoP meeting must take a firm stand. In the light of means considering the facts. Bloc means group of countries united for a purpose, and Muslim bloc means Muslim countries. The illegal land grab must cease immediately. Cease means to stop. Israel must be held accountable for using illegal weapons on Palestinian non-combatants. Held accountable for means made responsible for. Non-combatant means civilians, people not involving in fighting. It should also be noted that nearly 600 Palestinians have been murdered. Passive structure again is used here. Should be noted, and it aids emphasis in the sentence. Instead of conjuring up strange fantasies of Gaza, Riviera, conjuring up means creating imaginary ideas. The board must focus on the immediate cessation of violence. Cessation of means stopping off. Commit to a clear roadmap for a viable Palestinian state, viable again, able to survive successfully. Hold Israel to accountable for its diabolical behavior. Diabolical means extremely evil or wicked. But with Israel itself part of the BoP and Mr. Trump beholden to its powerful Zionist backers, it is difficult to see this happening. Beholden means dependent on or obliged to. It is difficult to see this happening. This is the formal structure which expresses doubt. Unless firm steps are taken to confront these issues, the BoP will remain a pointless entity. Unless is negative condition again. Confront means face directly and pointless means useless, meaningless, and entity means organization. Writer is saying that without action, the Board of Peace will remain useless. So let me sum it up. The editorial discusses the upcoming Board of Peace BoP meeting in Washington, highlighting concerns about continuing Israeli violence in Gaza and the West Bank. It emphasizes that unless the BoP proposes concrete solutions, holds Israel accountable for its atrocities, and stops illegal land grabs, the meeting may be pointless. The editorial criticizes Israel for using brutal, banned weapons and causing civilian deaths and stresses that Muslim states, including Pakistan, must take a strong united stand. It calls for an immediate cessation of violence, a clear roadmap for a viable Palestinian state, and firm action to confront Israel's expansionist and diabolical behavior. The editorial warns that without serious measures, the BoP will remain ineffective. So the editorial uses strong evaluative adjectives: barbaric, monstrous, horrific, diabolical. It uses powerful verbs like slammed, confront, conjuring up, and formal diplomatic language like mandate, agenda, structure, block, and cessation. Grammatically, we have seen that it relies heavily on present perfect tense, passive voice, conditional clauses with unless, unless is used twice here, and modal verbs like must and may. And that is how editorials are written, and that is how we learn advanced English vocabulary. I'll see you in the next video.